Zeke Miller of the Associated Press asks President Biden what his plans are these upcoming 2 years. And we have California as well as Vermont voting for limitless abortions. All of that and more here on The Bald Brad Show. Welcome to The Bald Brad Show. It is Thursday, November 10th, and as always, support the show by hitting that like and subscribe button, as well as leaving your opinions in the comment section below regarding anything that we cover in today's episode. Your help and support would be greatly appreciated. And with that being said, our lead story of the day is a reporter from the Associated Press asking President Joe Biden, hey, what are your plans for the next 2 years? And just wait for his response, folks. As always, again, hit that like and subscribe button. That being said, let's roll into the tape.
You mentioned that Americans are frustrated, and in fact, 75% of voters say the country is heading into the wrong direction despite the results of last night. What in the next 2 years do you intend to do differently to change people's opinion of the direction of the country, particularly as you contemplate a run for president in 2024?
Nothing, because they're just finding out what we're doing.
Oh my God. This is real. This is real. Mr. President, the country's just being driven right into the ground. What are you going to do differently? And what's the message going to be to the American people? Nothing. You can't make this up. Oh my God. And Democrats still vote Democrat, folks. Inflation's through the roof. They still vote Democrat. CPI is still through the roof. They still vote Democrat. Illegal immigration shattering records, they still vote Democrat. Crime is through the roof in Democrat-ran cities, they still vote Democrat. You got a president here, hey, what are you going to do to fix it? Nothing. They'll still vote for the guy in 2024. You can't make it up.
The more they know about what we're doing, the more support there is. Do you know anybody who wants us to get rid of the change we made on prescription drug prices and raise prices again? Do you know anybody who wants us to walk away from building those roads and bridges and the internet and so on? I don't know. I think that the problem is...
Did he just talk about building the internet? I swear we heard that.
The major piece of legislation we passed, and some of it bipartisan, takes time to be recognized. For example, you got over $1 trillion worth of infrastructure money, but not that many spades have been put in the ground. It's taking time. For example, I was on the phone congratulating a Californian recently, and then someone up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, the congressman who got elected. He said, can you help us make sure we're able to have high-speed rail service from Scranton to New York City? I said, yeah, we can. We can. First of all, it'll make it a lot easier, take a lot of vehicles off the road, and we have more money in the pot now, already out there, we voted for, than the entire money we spent on Amtrak to begin with. And it's the same way. For example, I talked about through the campaign that we're going to limit the cost of insulin for seniors to $35 a month instead of $400 a month. Well, it doesn't take effect till next year. So there's a lot of things that are just starting to kick in. And the same way with what we've done in terms of the environmental stuff. It takes time to get it moving. So I'm not going to change. As a matter of fact, you know, there's some things I want to change and add to. For example, we had passed the most bipartisan, we passed the most extensive gun legislation, rational gun policy in 30 years, but we didn't ban assault.
Oh, goody. Not only do I want to not change anything and just ride the country into the ground, but I also want to chisel away your Second Amendment rights. I'm laughing because this is unbelievable that people still vote Democrat. They still vote Democrat.
I'm going to ban assault weapons. They're going to try like the devil. So I'm not going to change the direction. I said I ran for 3 reasons. I'm going to continue to stay where I am. And I know I fully understand the legitimate concern that what I'm saying is wrong, okay? One is that I said we're going to restore the soul of the country, begin to treat each other with decency, honor, and integrity. And it's starting to happen. People are, the conversations are becoming more normal, becoming.
What? You just alienated literally 50% of the country by calling them a threat to democracy. You were literally just at a speech like 2 weeks ago and you called a bunch of Americans outside that were protesting against abortion and socialism, you called them idiots. God forbid somebody's against murder. God forbid somebody's against freaking socialism. But you're calling them idiots. Don't give me this that you're trying to sit there and heal everybody and you're going to be the great unifier and all this other stuff. That's a bunch of crap, man. That was 2 years ago. You had an opportunity and you freaking missed it.
More, how can I say it? Decent. Second thing I said was I want to build a country from the middle out, the bottom up, and that way everybody does fine. I'm tired of trickle down. Not a whole lot trickles down when you trickle down to hardworking folks. And the third thing I know is...
Yeah, because you got freaking 40-year record inflation, you dum-dum. Of course, nothing's going to trickle down because there ain't nothing to trickle down in the first place because everybody's freaking pocketbook is going somewhere else because inflation's up because you thought it was a great idea to freaking pass out stimulus checks like they were hotcakes. You don't want to increase domestic oil production. You made it very clear on that you don't want to increase fossil fuel. You basically want to just completely obliterate that industry. Does it trickle down? Well, yeah, no shit. Nobody has any money, man.
Still very hard. I'm going to do everything in my power to see to reunite the country. It's hard to sustain yourself as a leading democracy in the world if you can't generate some unity. So I'm not going to change anything in any fundamental way.
And you know what? You can't blame the guy. You want to know why? It's because, again, everything that's going on, illegal immigration, crime, homelessness, fentanyl, the drug cartel, bringing that fentanyl in, one of the leading causes of deaths for youth, all these things. I mean, throw a freaking dart at the board and you'll land on something that Joe Biden caused. And Democrats still went out and voted for all of it, which we talked about in yesterday's episode. So you know what? Why would you change anything when you know that people are still going to go out and vote for the same stupid people that are going to implement the stupid policies that freaking give us the outcome that we have right now? Do you blame them? It's unbelievable. It was an unbelievable question. And you can give a more unbelievable answer to that unbelievable question. It gets you riled up, folks. We got 2 years of this. 2 more years of this. I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.